Ed, I hope this really works for you. This right here is ironic that it's my first YouTube video, because there's something I care about the most is the father-son, mother-son, player-son, relative-son relationship, for it to be as best as possible, man. I wish you the best in your new season. I'm always here for you guys. It's your coach. All right, guys, got a question from Ed in Chicago, and he wanted to know what's the proper way to be a baseball parent. He didn't want to make a mistake. Guess this is his first run at it. So in my first ever YouTube episode, Ed, I'm going to discuss you the 3 phases that I feel you got to follow to be the best baseball parent you can be. Okay, Ed, on the way to the game, very relaxed in the car, loose atmosphere. You remind him what he's gonna do. You remind him he's about to play a game, okay? Try not to let your son fall asleep in the car. You keep him awake, okay? I know a lot of kids that take naps in the car, and then it takes them a while to wake up. So you try talking to him, you try keeping him engaged, okay? Just letting him know to be ready to perform. That's it. Not to be ready to do great. Now you're gonna hit me a home run today. That's not what you want. Just be ready to have fun, and I want you to play the game. I want you to try hard. And you want effort, man. Everybody wants effort. That's what's setting apart the winners from the losers, is effort. So you want to see that right from the beginning. I want to see your effort today. And if he strikes out 3 times and gives you the effort, what can you do about it? Just get better. That's it. But we want effort, all right? On the way to the game, focus on setting the tone and looking for that effort, buddy. Big mistake parents make that I don't want you to do, or any parent to do, unless your kid is like 2 years old, okay? But if he can walk on his own, he can carry his own equipment. So I want you to make sure you let him carry his own equipment, okay? So the kid has his bag, you walk up over here, boom, that he goes with his coach. Then all you do is you become the happiest spectator you can be. What does that mean? A happy spectator means all you do is cheer on your team and cheer on your kid. All right, buddy, here we go. Here we go. Good job. Good job. You do not scream at him from here. You don't scream at him. Pay attention. Hey, look at the ball. Look at this. Run. You don't do that. That's why he has coaches, okay? This is a time you get to sit back and enjoy. If your kid's the best, awesome. If your kid's in the middle, awesome. If your kid's the worst, awesome. It doesn't mean he's gonna be a bad person. It doesn't mean you're not a good parent. Zero reflection on you with your kid's performance out there on the field. That has nothing to do with us as parents, okay? I'm not a parent, but if I'm representing a parent, my kid, my relative performing out there has zero to do with me, okay? What do we focus on? Hustling in and out of the dugout. That's number 1. Number 2, that he gets along with his teammates and he gives you effort. Everything else is a bonus, okay? When we're in the stands, you talk to your team, you cheer them on, all positive. You do not be that parent that screams at his kid, that goes put his kid down in front of everybody. Just stay positive and encourage, okay? Stay positive, stay encouraging, right? During the game, that's what you do. You don't go to the dugout back and forth and, come on, buddy, or hey, buddy, wake up, or no. You cut. There's an umbilical cord. You cut it and you just let them be there in the dugout. Trust me, no kid has ever been lost in the dugout. No kid has ever gone starving from the dugout. So you don't give them food. Dugout etiquette. You don't give your kid enough food to eat for a weekend, okay? We don't do that. No kid's ever starved in a baseball game. Should be zero food should be given to a kid in the dugout. You understand? Gatorade, you do Gatorade, but I prefer water. You put water there and you let the coaches coach the game. Okay? You don't go every inning and walk there, wake them up, support them. Oh, buddy, you're doing great, whatever. No, no. You watch the game. So, Ed, you sit down, make sure you're in the right side. That's important. And then just cheer your team on, buddy. Cheer your team on. Cheer your son on. Super important. And then, as you're observing, you start taking notes. Man, my son isn't hitting so good. He's not catching. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. We look at that as a positive because that means those are things we can get better on. Okay? We don't look at it like, oh, my son sucks. He can't catch, he can't throw, he's the worst, he's this, he's that. Doesn't matter. What I want you to do is stay positive and say, look, my son's having a great time, he's playing. My son's having a good time, he's playing. He can do better at this, he can do better at that. And then you get either training, right? Or you start working with him, if you know, on those skills. That's when the working and the practice and the training and the work ethic comes into play. But for now, everything is positive. You take mental notes, okay? You don't scream at your kid. You don't fill them up with food. You don't give them soda, 100 refreshments, fast food, none of that stuff. Water preferably with his bag. Once the team is there, you don't ever, once you get out of the car, you never hold his bag, never hold the kid's bag. He can hold his own stuff and walk on through. Okay? This is super important, all right? This walk right here is what the kid is gonna remember with this sport, okay? 9 out of 10 times, this walk right here is what kids remember. And we can't, and I'm gonna repeat this very slowly, we can't treat your son or your daughter on how they played on the game. Meaning, if they had a great game, this can't be the best walk of all time. If they had a horrible game, this can't be the worst walk of all time, okay? You want, your goal is to have the same walk always. Now, what's the walk? Positive vibes, okay? Positive vibes. What does that mean? Everything good. You don't bring up anything bad. You sit there and you walk with your kid. Say, buddy, that was a good game. That's it. Buddy, all right, that was it. That was fun. And that's it. And whatever they tell you, then now you become almost like a backboard, which you come with support. If your kid is not into the game at all, then cool. Then you know you don't have a baseball player. You put him in something else. You got nothing to worry about. If your kid is into it, but he's not good and he's down on himself, then you support him. You say, listen, buddy, we're gonna get better. We're gonna get you better, but I loved that you hustled, okay? If your kid doesn't hustle, that's where you tell him, but not in the car ride home. Anything bad he did that you think you can help him, you do not talk about that in the car ride home. All you talk about in the car ride home is positive things. If it's a Saturday, we're gonna have a good weekend. If it's this, whatever it is, you never bring up anything that just happened as you go home. Because it's only gonna lead to problems, because no kid wants to have double failure, because not only did he let his team down, but then I let my parents down, I let my dad down, and that's the guy I don't want to let down. And all I care about, okay, is building the strongest father-son relationship I can build. That's all I care about. That I want father, son, daughter, father, whatever. I want the kids to value the parents' relationship so much that I don't want you to mess it up by being hard on him because the kid struck out twice or let a ball went under his legs or anything, okay? Ed, I hope this really works for you. This right here is ironic that it's my first YouTube video, because there's something I care about the most is the father-son, mother-son, player-son, relative-son relationship, for it to be as best as possible, man. I wish you the best in your new season. I'm always here for you guys. It's your coach,